Support for Homegrown is provided by Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1967.
They grew up on our fields, on our courts, in our towns. And now they've taken that hometown pride to the college stage. This is Homegrown. Real athletes, real stories, big dreams.
Welcome to Homegrown. Real athletes, real stories, big dreams. I'm your host, Steve Goodson, and this is the show where we tell the stories of hometown athletes whose journeys are shaped by family, community, and a love for the game that runs deeper than the stat sheet. Today's story is about consistency, competitiveness, and brotherhood. Shane Shapiro is a Jacksonville High School graduate who turned early mornings, long practices, and shared huddles with his older brother into a college football career at Guilford College, where he's become one of the most productive wide receivers in program history and a future coach in the making. From lining up next to his brother on Friday nights to earning conference and national recognition at the Division III level, Shane's journey is proof that growth doesn't always come fast, but it comes strong. This is Shane Shapiro's Homegrown story. Shane, thank you for joining me today.
No problem. Appreciate it for you having me out.
Absolutely. So let's just start at the beginning. Growing up in Jacksonville, how did football first become such a big part of your life?
Well, it all started with my dad. My dad's been a big football fan since I was a little kid, and he started training all of us in the backyard at 5 years old.
I can see that. I know your dad, and I can see that.
Yep. So we would have pads on, helmets, and just run around in the backyard and tackle each other, run around, and just have fun. So that really sparked the football.
And you are the all script here. Like it took me 30 seconds to go all script. You're the youngest of three, so
Yeah.
So obviously we're going to talk about your brother, Tristan, a little bit. But you have an older brother, Josh. So backyard football pads. You were the little one.
I was the little one.
You had to be fast, right?
Yes. I had to work harder than everyone else to be able to stand out because I was the smallest.
That's awesome. So you played all 4 years at Jacksonville High School.
Mm-hmm.
When you look back on that time, what did those years teach you beyond football itself?
So there's a saying that Coach Bell always said. It's called next. Thinking about the next play, next mentality, next anything in life, just next. And I've carried that throughout my life. Still now in college. Just worrying about the next thing. If something happened, you can't really fix it right away.
It's over and done with.
It's over, so just worried about the next thing. How you respond is everything in life. So.
That's awesome, man. One of the most unique parts of your high school career, obviously I touched on it in the opening, was playing wide receiver alongside your brother Tristan. What did that mean to share the field with him?
It meant a lot just to share a field with your brother. It just means everything.
Yeah.
But after my 4 years, it kind of got old. And I had the opportunity to play with him in college, but I ended up not taking that road.
That's awesome, man. You kind of
just want to branch off and make my own story, you know.
That's great.
It meant a lot.
Yeah. So you and Tristan played the same position and often lined up next to each other. What was that dynamic like during games and practices? And knowing what you've told me earlier now, any times where you harken back to being a little in the backfield, in the backyard and playing. So what was that experience like?
It was very unique. I mean, when you have two people that have played with each other for a while and that know each other, you can kind of just go out there on the field and look at them and be like, yeah, I know what you're going to do. So like the chemistry was there and everything. We would argue at each other, but everybody knew that we knew what we were doing and that the argument was for a reason and it wasn't just, you're bad, you're bad.
So a couple more questions about that. Then we're going to get on to you. So how did having your brother as a teammate push you to be better each and every day?
I was stubborn as a high school athlete.
Was he trying to give you advice when you were,
I was very stubborn. I did not take the weight room seriously at all my first 2 years. And he really showed me that the weight room does really do something in football. So I took it serious the last couple of years, and it paid off.
Paid off. That's all, man. That's all. Yeah. A lot of times you'll take advice from a friend, or you'll take advice from someone else, but sometimes taking advice or hearing what what family, whether it's a big brother or whatever, has to say, it's kind of tough, isn't it? Yeah. I've got a big brother, 4 years older than me, so I totally understand where you're coming from, man. Last question about that. You mentioned learning a lot by just watching Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
What's something by watching him taught you on or off the field that still sticks with you today?
Like I said in the previous question, just the work ethic goes a long way. I mean, hard work beats out talent any day of the week. Yep. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't work at it, it's all for a waste. So he taught me how to work hard every day.
That's awesome, man. So high school, you took your own path, you said. Mm-hmm. Guilford College. What stood out to you about that opportunity, not just athletically, but academically?
Academically, I mean, I love the small class sizes. I don't want to be in a big class full of 50 people and not know a lot of people, not know the professor, because knowing the professor in college goes a long way. So just the small class sizes, the area was nice. I mean, beautiful trees, beautiful campus. The people on the campus are very nice, very open, greeting. So, yeah, and athletically, I wanted to go somewhere where I knew I was going to play or had the most potential to play. I just love the game of football. I want to play. I don't want to be on the sideline just watching everybody else play. So
you had an opportunity when you visited. You talked to the coaching staff, and they were like, "Hey, you come here as a freshman, work hard. That work ethic that you learned from your brother and from your dad and your older brother, Josh, you'll have a chance to get on the field as a freshman."
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's awesome. That's great because players want to play, right? Mm-hmm. That's great. So as a freshman and sophomore, you played in every game. How important was consistency and earning trust early in your college career?
It's very important, consistency, especially as a wide receiver. It's very, very important. My freshman year, I kind of just going into camp, just put my head down and just worked. Did not really say much, didn't really do much, just kept my head down and working. And that really paid off going into the year, beating out two juniors that were in front of me and being placed behind a junior in the making. Juju Rice. So the hard work really paid off. I just kind of kept my head down and just kept pushing. And I wasn't as consistent as I wanted to be my freshman year, so I try to just work on everything that I can do to be more consistent, whether it be routes, whether it be timing, whether it be catching the football, because that's the most important part. I mean, you got to catch the football.
Yeah, you can run a perfect route, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't catch the football, it's all for naught, I guess.
So just trying to be more consistent in that aspect, and I guess it paid off this year.
Excuse me. So let me ask you this again off script. So you're in Greensboro. Your dad is here, obviously, in Jacksonville. Tristan's in Wilson at Barton College, and your older brother Josh, is he still in Tennessee?
Yes, at that time, my freshman and sophomore year, he was in Tennessee.
So did you guys maybe not physically talk on the phone every day, but did you communicate with them, or did you communicate when you're going through this grind? Older brother playing basketball, older brother playing football, and then your dad just being just a good dude, man, who just is a great guy. Did you, being away from home, but did you keep in contact with him?
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
not daily, weekly or whatever?
Oh yeah, for sure, most definitely. Like you said, my dad loves football. I mean, he loves being a part of it.
He probably texted you or called you after every practice and wanted to know how everything went.
Watching the film, loves hearing how our day's going about football and stuff like that. So yeah, he would keep up with us every day, just seeing how practice went, stuff like that, see where our head was at and stuff like that.
That's awesome. So Jermaine, he had quite a task because he had one playing basketball, so he had to keep up with Josh. He had to call Tristan at Barton, and then had to call you. He didn't get probably get to eat dinner till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So anyway, junior season this year. I mean, breakout year, man. Yeah. Historic performance, 14 catches, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't remember who you guys were playing.
Methodist.
Okay. What clicked that night?
Man, just gotta. I was feeling a little bit of like I don't know how to say it, but I was feeling it a little bit at the beginning, just warming up, and I was like, man, it's a great day to play some football. And we started out just the game plan was they were in cover 2, so just try to attack the middle. So we went out the game first round. We had a quarterback, Nick Danchu. He threw 6 for 6 for 95 yards and a touchdown. And I was about 75 yards of that.
That's awesome.
So I knew that was going to click with the next drive and tore his ACL.
Oh, wow.
So, and then a new quarterback came in, so it was really the quarterbacks that helped me get there. I put a lot of trust, the whole team put a lot of trust in that quarterback to step up and play his game.
Yeah.
The coaches put a lot of trust in me to make those calls and to make those plays. And I just kept finding open zone and just kept running and kept doing what I do.
Man, that's great. So that game, that earned you the Old Dominion Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week and national recognition. I mean, a good game in my mind for a receiver is 6 or 7 catches, maybe 150 yards, a touchdown or 2. Mm-hmm. You broke the 200-yard mark, so it earned you national recognition as well. So what did that moment mean to you? You won the game. First of all, you guys won the game, so team. Mm-hmm. But then beyond that, when you got the recognition, what did that mean to you personally?
Man, I mean, it meant just about everything. I mean, just being able to achieve it and get national recognition. It showed me that the hard work that I was doing is paying off.
Validation for all that hard work.
To not stop and just keep going.
Okay, tough question here. Who was the first text or phone call you made? Was it to your dad or to your brothers or to your girlfriend or to?
It was to my girlfriend because my dad and mom were both there.
Yeah, okay.
So they were kind of out of the picture.
Okay.
Because they were already there congratulating me and stuff, but it would be my girlfriend.
Well, they were at the game,
yes.
But when you found out that you were named the Player of the Week, you were. I mean, that was later on during the week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I first texted my family group chat.
Did you?
Yeah, I texted them a picture of the.
That's awesome.
Me being the Player of the Week. Yeah.
That's awesome. So beyond the big plays, coaches talk about your reliability. How would you describe your playing style as a wide receiver?
I'm on the mental side of it.
Okay.
I like to think out the box. I use my IQ to surpass other people in talents and stuff like that. Being able to pick apart a zone, being able to get open on a man, see where everybody is on the field, like before the play even starts, just being able to scan the field, see where the open zone is going to be, anticipating. I can take myself. I got myself one-on-one against any DB. I mean, I'm that confident in myself to be able to achieve a one-on-one. So I play a lot of mental games with my opponent.
And so let's talk about that real quick. Again, off script. Obviously, I played football in high school and in college for a couple of years. Not wide receiver. But when you talk about the zone, so I'm making the assumption when you talk about the middle aspect, it takes a knack or a craft because you're trying to find an open area in the zone. The defensive backs and the linebackers and whatever, they're not covering a man to man. They're covering an area, and it's the wide receiver's responsibility to try to find the open spot in that zone, right? Mm-hmm. And that's not something that just happens overnight. You have to study film. You have to watch, and you just have to learn, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times where there'll be a linebacker in front of me, and I know they're in zone. So I know once I pass him, he has no longer eyes on me. So he's out of my window, so I can sit anywhere behind him, and he won't know.
So just so all for anybody that's watching this, and maybe I hope what I'm getting ready to say is correct. A lot of times, whether it's college, high school, pros, or whatever, when a lot of times you send a man in motion and he goes, you know, kind of before the snap. If that's kind of like you guys are watching that. If somebody follows him across, then they're most likely in man-to-man, right?
Yep.
If he goes across and the defense and the linebackers and defensive backs don't shift, they're probably in the zone. Is that a accurate kind of simplistic statement?
Yeah. Sometimes, a lot of the times, teams motion to figure out what the coverage is, whether it be man, cover two, and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Yeah, offensive linemen just have to worry about blocking.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys do the heavy thinking. So you've also earned all academic honors while majoring in sports management. How do you balance the classroom with football?
Well, I'm not going to say it's easy. Yeah. It's definitely hard, just all the work. And my college is a paper-heavy college, so every week you'll probably have like a page paper due and stuff like that. So you definitely got to set some time aside and prioritize your school, because you really can't play football without school.
Yeah.
And so just taking the time throughout my day and setting aside time for school and homework and getting that done first.
Typical day during in season, not game day, but let's just pick a random day, Tuesday, Wednesday during the week. What's a typical day for you look like?
Okay, so I normally wake up. I'm not a big breakfast person.
Yeah.
I don't really eat breakfast, so I wake up around 8 o'clock. Got a class at 8:30. After I've done that class, got a class at 10 o'clock. And then I'm just chilling around, just hanging out with my friend and stuff like that. Maybe go eating lunch, calf. And then just chill around before practice around 2 o'clock.
So all your activities, football related, start in the afternoon. Yes. Okay. Because I've talked to several different athletes. I talked to a lacrosse player that went to Liberty, and she would have practice. Their team chose to practice at 5:45 every morning. So they had their morning practices and then went on with the school day and stuff like that. Okay. So that's interesting.
Practice will be around, we'll have meetings before practice at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Practice around 3. So, and then that will last till like 5:45, 6 o'clock. Go eat some dinner, come back, play on the game with my friends for a little bit after I've taken a shower and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then after I play the game for a little bit, do some homework.
So a little bit of socialization, but pretty much a structured environment, which your dad, retired military.
No.
Oh, he's not retired military. Okay, I thought he was retired military. Okay, but but a pretty structured environment. You do you get to play game, a little game here and there. Okay, cool. So you plan on to graduate early, and you want to coach in the future. Where does that desire to give back to the game come from?
Well, I had a lot of people pour into me throughout my whole journey, so that really inspired me to give back and to what people put into me. And also, I have a lot of knowledge of the game, and I want to improve that knowledge and help other people get to do what they can do in life, in college football and high school football, and just bring that out of them by giving back to them.
That's great. And if I'm not mistaken, your older brother Josh, he's finished with school now, and is he a Living Water?
He's at Jacksonville High School coaching JV girls basketball.
Okay, Jacksonville High School coaching girls basketball. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to have a line of Shapiros. Tristan's and I'm going to talk to Tristan later, but he's going to train them up. In fact, he's already training them up now. Still in school, and then you guys are going to coach them up.
Yep.
That's all. That's awesome. So, looking back from Jacksonville High to Guilford College, what's been the biggest area of growth for you personally, as an individual person, but also as a player?
Personally, I'll say maturity. I was a little crazy kid back in the day.
Did your brothers used to beat you up a little bit, man, when you were little?
More like me, kind of egged them, and
you egged them on, or they? Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. I've been there. I've been there. Again, I've got an older brother. I've been there.
So definitely maturity. I learned a lot about just life in general, and that have really carried me to be the person that I am today.
Yeah.
And just carrying that on with my life in the future to hopefully be a great husband, a great father, and stuff like that to my beautiful girlfriend. So.
That is awesome. Good plug in there. So she's going to watch the show. That's a good plug. So I've got a closing question for you, which I shared with you. But like we do, if you watch you watch some of the shows, our weekly shows, I have a rapid fire, which I shared the earlier questions with you. Didn't share these questions. And Tristan's sitting out here. Tristan, these are not the same rapid fire questions that I'm asking him that I'm getting you. So you got a new set coming. So rapid fire. Favorite Jacksonville high school memory?
Oh, this isn't really rapid fire, but dang. I would definitely have to say my senior year in the playoffs when we beat Havelock. That game was just very intense.
Jacksonville Havelock is always a big rivalry.
It was just very intense game, and we took the first opening kickoff to the house.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just
was that in the playoffs?
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, they had beat y'all during the regular season.
I'm pretty sure they beat us in the regular season.
Yeah, I remember. I think they did.
So Jacksonville owns High Block in the playoffs.
Okay. What's your go-to route to run?
I'll say a post.
Okay. Toughest defensive back that you faced, whether in high school or college? You may not know his name, but you
Noah Gibson.
Who did he play for?
Jackson High School.
Okay. So in practice.
Oh yeah. He went to Shaw University.
Okay.
And then he transferred out, and now he's at Coastal Carolina.
Okay. Game day playlist vibe, hype or locked in?
See, my locked in is probably different from everybody else. I'm not sit in the corner and just head down and just kind of be in the mode. I like to joke around. I mean, I like to have fun.
Keep it loose.
Yep, because if I'm too impact and too together, I would just lose myself over things.
Oh, I get it, man.
That, so
keep it loose.
I'm loose. I throw some R&B in there. I throw some rap.
I think I've got that same question for Tristan, so it'll be interesting to see his response to that. I think he's a little more serious.
A little bit.
Favorite pregame meal?
Ooh. Dang, favorite. I'll probably have to say a waffle.
Okay.
The calf makes some really good. Well, I make it because I make it myself.
Oh, in the cafeteria you go and do it? Nice.
I make me some nice waffles, whether it be chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon.
All right. That's your pregame meal.
Yeah.
Touchdown celebration or hand the ball back to the ref?
Definitely touchdown celebration.
Okay. Yeah. One word your teammates use to describe you?
I think I'll go back to the reliable one.
Okay. That's a great answer. If you weren't playing football, what sport would you choose?
Man. I honestly probably play lacrosse. When I was my freshman year in high school, I always had the thought of playing lacrosse, but it would impact baseball season.
Yeah.
So I really never got the chance to play lacrosse, but I would say lacrosse.
Lacrosse. All right. Not rapid fire, but your closing question. When you hear the phrase homegrown, what does it mean to you today, especially knowing your journey started right here in Jacksonville and Onslow County?
Man, it means a lot. I mean, being able to stay in one place and get to know people, build connections, and then branch out to be your own self, and then just be able to look back and be like, dang, a lot of people helped me. I mean, a lot of people were there for me. That's why it's so heavy on my heart to give back, because a lot of people poured that into me to be to where I am today. So that's why my passion to get back into the football realm and be able to coach.
That's awesome. Shane, thank you so much, man. It was awesome.
No problem.
So Shane Shapiro's story isn't just about production. It's about patience, family, and growth over time. From lining up beside his brother on Friday nights in Jacksonville to becoming one of Guilford's most reliable targets, Shane has stayed rooted in who he is and where he comes from. That's what being homegrown is all about. I'm Steve Goodson, and this has been Homegrown, real athletes, real stories, big dreams. No matter how far the game takes you, your roots always come home with you. Support for Homegrown is provided by Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1967.